The following program on KROC is sponsored and paid for by Meshbesher and Spence.
Took a little while to get the dials tuned up there.
I was slowing it down.
Yeah, Zach Bauer.
Hey, Andrew. Not Zach, this is Andrew.
Sorry, Zach Bauer. That's what I was to say. Zach Bauer's not here today.
He's in, good one. Good cover. Good cover.
Hey,
I'll remember that.
Al Franken had a good cover this morning with you.
Yeah.
He's like, Peterson, what? Oh, that's right. That's your last name.
He knows me.
Almost as good as Al
We
Franken.
almost grew up neighbors.
Did you really?
Okay, so he was a couple of suburbs away. But and he's
Basically
younger
the
than me.
same deal.
Is he a St. Louis Park guy?
Yeah, he's from Park. I'm from Richfield, so it was far enough away. He was there with Mark Rosen. Anyhow,
Interesting.
Andrew.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Yes, I'm Andrew. Yes.
With Mess.
What are we going to talk about today?
We were going to talk about, it's the holiday season, so you got parties coming around the corner, and, everybody likes to be festive and drink their alcohol at their work parties or at their home parties or go out on the town. And
Fun,
might
fun.
be a good idea to prepare or plan ahead of time.
It is, absolutely, whether you're...
Have a driver.
Absolutely. If you're downtown or if you're at somebody's house, make sure you've got it covered. We don't have Uber here in Rochester. There are taxi cab companies, which you should make use of, absolutely.
They do a fine job.
And they do a great job here in town. And but you got to make sure you're covered to protect the people that are out and about who haven't been drinking and haven't chosen to get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
And
What's the responsibility, though, of those hosting a party these days? I mean, you've got to be careful there.
Sure. Minnesota has two different kind of concepts. One is obviously dram shop liability. That falls on a vendor of alcohol, somebody who sells liquor. So if you are at a bar downtown and you drink too much and you're served and you're obviously intoxicated at the time you're served and you go out and hurt somebody, there's potential legal liability for a bar in that circumstance. So, the bars have to be careful, especially this time of year as well. Everybody wants to have a good time and be festive, but if somebody is drunk, the bars are not supposed to serve anyone that is showing signs of obvious intoxication, slurred speech, red eyes, the things that officers like to look for when you're behind the wheel, and, the smell of alcohol, being belligerent, whatever it may be.
That's me on a Tuesday, alcohol or not. They don't even need alcohol. It's like, she's belligerent, she's slurring.
It must be Tuesday.
She needs
Must
a
be
nap.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's usually Mondays for most people,
Don't serve her.
Tuesday's your bad day.
But I haven't had anything since the Clinton administration. No.
And, the other potential liabilities exist for individuals who serve alcohol at their home. Now, it doesn't fall on... if Rich, you came over to my house and we decided we're going to tip some back because I reintroduced...
As we're watching the ball game.
As we're watching the ball game.
Because your Tom and Jerry recipe is so
I
good.
reintroduced myself to you. And I'm Andrew, not Zach, and all that good stuff. But
And I said, no, you're not.
I love you, Zach.
Right.
You're my favorite.
Exactly. So I keep serving you, and I give you too much, and you decide you're gonna, go out and get on your bike and go down an embankment and hurt yourself. I don't have legal responsibility for that because I am an adult and I'm serving another adult in my home. So there is no legal liability for that. Now, with that being said, I believe there's a certain degree of moral responsibility that comes with that circumstance, and make sure you're protecting others.
Yeah,
now,
would you please hide his bike when he comes over?
Yeah, the little pink Schwinn.
Yeah, just take it from him.
I got a horn on it.
Now, there are circumstances where there might be legal responsibility if you were a minor. So if I am stupid enough to provide alcohol to a minor, and I am somebody who is over the age of 21, and I provide alcohol to somebody under the age of 21, there is what they call social host liability. So folks in that circumstance do have some legal responsibility and potential civil responsibility.
How about if somebody sneakily gets into the booze without your knowledge?
And that would be a defense, that I did not have knowledge, that I wasn't aware, that I didn't facilitate, that I didn't provide it. That would be the defense that would be present in those circumstances if, God forbid, that were to happen.
Yeah.
And those responsibilities flow to businesses as well. It's sort of the same situation. So if you have a 19-year-old intern in your business, it's probably best not to provide them alcohol. if you provide alcohol to a coworker and something bad happens, there is not necessarily going to be legal responsibility as a result of that, because they are not a vendor of alcohol. They're not a bar or a restaurant or something like that.
Good idea to, if you're hosting a party, make sure everybody knows you can spend the night if you need to, or we've got the number to the cab company right here.
Absolutely. You know, it's always best to set it up beforehand so nobody is enticed
and if you're a host,
at all.
Try to stay cognizant of what's going on.
Absolutely. And understand who's there and who's been drinking what and how they're acting, and make sure that they're, you're protecting not only them, but in some respects, more importantly, you're protecting the other folks that are out on the road just trying to enjoy their holiday season.
Yeah.
Don't want something like this to happen.
Yeah, it always seems every year there's some kind of a tragic event that happens, whether it's a crash of some sort and a family loses some members, or a whole family, or
Absolutely.
we don't want that to happen.
That's not what the holiday season is about, that's for sure.
If anybody needs legal advice, needs an attorney, and they are kind of thinking, that Andrew Davick, I like him a lot better than Zach.
I'd like to talk to Zach. What should
But
I
I'll
do?
talk either way.
You can reach us at 1-800-845-1021, or stop by our office on 2nd Street, or go to our website, www.meshbesher.com.
Excellent. Have a great week.
You too.
Will we see you before Christmas, or are you going to
There's a couple
switch off with what's his
Thursdays.
name?
2 weeks from today is Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
Well, I'll be here on Christmas
Zach or
Eve.
I.
So.
Oh, I'll come in on Christmas Eve. I like coming in on the holidays.
That's right. It's more
Absolutely.
festive. It's a little laid back, and we have treats. Tracy brings the treats.
Oh,
Tom and
Tracy's going to be
Jerry's.
there on Christmas
Tom and
Eve.
Jerry.
I don't know about that.
Maybe can revisit
maybe
this
just
topic.
a Jerry.